Hi everybody, this is Jim, the library's technology trainer. We're back again for another one of our Wednesday night tech talks. So I'll wait a little bit to get into it, just so some people can tune in and learn a little bit about what we're gonna talk about today. But just wanted to really quickly just kind of let y'all know about a couple of things we have going on. We have a COVID-19 history project right now. If you go to the library's website, which we're going to start at, I'll show you where to find more information about that. I always want to promote our digital resources because those are so good and great, and they're really easy to use. We have some tutorials on those. We've done tech talks about those before. And we also have curbside pickup back up and running again. So you can check that out. Keep an eye out. No, don't keep an eye out for that. Take advantage of that right now. You can call the library and go and pick up some books and stuff like that. And if you want more information about that, there's some information on our website as well. Apropos the curbside pickup, today I'm going to be talking about the library's card catalog. So this is where you can find different books and you can place a hold on them from home, and you can check and see what we have, check and see what's at other libraries. You can look at your account information. You can look at if right now we don't have any fines or fees or anything going like that. All that has been taken care of. We're not doing any of that, or we haven't been doing that the past couple months. But if you do have that, you can look at that there. You can change some account information, and so we will. That's what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to be teaching y'all how to use that, how to navigate it, where to find it, how to place a hold, how to search through it, all that good stuff. So that's what we're talking about tonight. Yeah, so I'm going to flip this screen around so that you can see my screen, and then I will walk you through everything. So, without further ado, here we go. All right, so let's get started. The first place you want to go during this, like always for pretty much all of these different tech talks, is the library's website. This is where you're going to find every bit of information just about ever. So just a quick little tour and show around the website. I mentioned this just a second ago. This is the COVID-19 history project. If you want to learn more about that and you want to share, you can click right here where it says learn more. And right here in the bottom right, where it says any questions we're ready to answer, is the web chat. All you got to do is click there, write up a little question whenever you have, hey, I don't remember my PIN, blah, 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 blah. And you hit send, and then we will see that, and then we'll answer you back. As long as if it says offline, it'll still send us a message, but it'll send it through an email. And so that is another way to get a hold of us. If you scroll down, there's a library closure FAQ, some digital resources, and you can also contact us through email on this with any questions you might have. So the card catalog, let's get into that. If you look, you might not really be able to see where it is. It might be kind of hard to find. It's actually going to be right up here in the top left. So it says search, and you can search for this. This is where you're going to find it, essentially. You can search the library catalog. You can search our website. So it's not the catalog, just the website, and you can search articles. So I have it on library catalog. And there's two things to do. The first one is to just find something you want to search for and type it in, then hit search or enter on your keyboard. And so let me show you that first. I'm going to show you John Grisham because he's super popular. Why not go with him? So if I just hit search, it's going to pull up a new page. This is the card catalog, and if you scroll down, it's going to have a bunch of you're going to find John Grisham novels and books about John Grisham. You can see here, like this is a biography of him. So that's one way to use this. You just type in something and you search it. The other way is to, if you don't have anything in the search bar at all, and you just hit search, it's just going to open up the home page of the catalog. So this is just going to open it up, and it's going to start it off with maybe some new stuff we have coming out. See, this is publication 2021, so it's like not even out yet. This is some consumer report stuff. So that's it brings you to the front page, and you can start browsing or searching however you want. If you want to get back to the library's website, and this is, so let's say like you go down like 15 different pages of the card catalog, you don't want to hit back all those times. All you have to do is go right here where you see our little banner and click that, and that'll open up a new tab with the library's website on it, just so you're aware of where that is. So let's exit out of that, go back to the card catalog. So with the card catalog, you can browse and search and all that good stuff. You can place holds, you can look at your account information. What I'm going to do mostly, because it's easier to search and then be able to browse from that, what you do is check your fields first. So right here you have so you can see it says select search limit. This is important because you'll notice right here it says St. Clairsville Public. That means that any search, any books you find from this search limit will be books that are at our library. So if you see right here for this Fix It Yourself, the ultimate guide for correcting your golf swing, right now it says no copies available at St. Clairsville Public Library. Granted, there are no copies at all, and like there are none available, but this tells you there are none here. If you have this in your search, it's going to have books that are exclusively at the St. Clairsville Public Library. This is particularly useful for right now because we don't have any cargo coming in, meaning that if you place a hold on a book that's at a different library, usually we would be able to transport that book from that other library to ours, like through truck and transport and all that kind of good stuff, so that you can get it. But at the current moment, we don't have any cargo coming in, so we can't get any of those books. If you find a book that's at X, Y, and Z public library that's halfway across the state, we won't be able to get it, and the book will just stay there because we're still having to wait a while before cargo opens back up for the state, for state library, the consortium of libraries that we're in. So this is important for right now, having it say St. Clairsville Public. Later, you can search all libraries, put holds on other books, and we'll get them sent here. If you want to search movies only, kids catalog, or magazines, you can do that too. That's absolutely something you can do, and I'll show you later down the line how to combine that with just St. Clairsville Public Library so that you can search kids catalog and St. Clairsville Public at the same time instead of having to do it here. As you see, you can only pick one at a time. And the other one is the all fields. If you have a specific title you're looking for, you can click that, and it'll help weed out a lot of options. If you have a specific author you're looking for, same thing, specific subject, or if you happen to know the ISBN. For the general search, you can just do all fields, and that will give you all of these fields. If it says if the words you type in pop up in any of these, then that's going to that's what all fields is going to be. So let's do a little bit of a search, and then I'll show you how to kind of narrow it down and be more specific as we go. So the word I'm going to use to search, just because I think it's a really fun word to say and use, is pickles. I don't know, there's something just kind of like silly and fun about that word. So that's what I'm choosing, pickles. So if I hit search, right now I have it at St. Clairsville Public, all fields, 27 results found. That means there are 27 books or resources or anything like movies as well that have in some way the word pickles. And so you can see here, this first one, it says preserve it. It's a book about how to pickle different objects or make jams or preserves, all that kind of good stuff. And as you scroll down, see here, Pickles to Pittsburgh, which is a sequel to Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. So you can see that it's a kid's version, or not, it's not a kid's version of anything. It is a kid's book. So that it's has the word pickles in it. It pulls that up. It's not just this nonfiction thing about how to pickle 150 things from apples to zucchinis. Also here, look and find Peter Rabbit. Apparently there's pickles somewhere there. Ginger and pickles and more. Anne of Green Gables, book on CD. For some reason that came up. 9 Pints, A Journey to Money, Medicine, and Mystery, etc., etc., etc. So it just kind of goes on and on and on. The Woman That I Am, a book by Kelly Pickler. And then some Toy Story in there. There must be either a character named Pickles or somebody associated with it with the name Pickles. So that's what that is. We can, let me show you here, where if I change it to just the title, where there's pickles in the title, now there's 13 results found. So if you know specifically you want it to be have pickles in the title, that's a way to find it, to narrow it down a bit. You can also do author. So this is going to be 7 results found. See, like Kelly Pickler was there. Toy Story is still there for some reason. And then subject, 3 results found. It has pickles in the subject. So let's go back to all fields. I want to show you this right here. If we click on a title, it's going to pull up more information about it. So you can have whichever edition it is, the publisher, the publication date. If you're looking for, like, oh, I want a book from the 1950s or whatever, you can see whenever it was published. Or like, oh, it's not new enough, it's not old enough, etc., etc. It also has the ISBN number, which, so this is why I wanted to show you this right here. This can be a little bit misleading, and I want to make sure that you know how to tell if a book is available at the library right now or not. So if you look right here, this is all the shelving and call number information right here. So the library, the call number, shelf location, material type, audience, and status. This is particularly useful if and when the library is open. If you are searching on your own, you would find this call number right here, and you would go to the nonfiction section of the library. It's on the upstairs, the 2nd floor. Make sure it's a book. We do have like audio books and stuff like that, and movies. And then you would search for, you can see here audience, so you know it's going to be upstairs and not in the downstairs in the children's department. It would say juvenile if it's a children's book, and you know you would want to be in the children's department, and then find the call number there, because the call number might be very, very similar, but know that the audience is going to tell you where it's at in the library as well. And then you would just go to this location on the shelf to find this particular book. But right here, this is especially important while the library is closed right now, or while we're doing curbside pickup, if you want to check something out, place something on hold to get for pickup. Is this right here. The status says nonfiction. Now, what does that mean? That means that we have it. That means that the book is currently on the shelf. If it's not on the shelf, it would say due whatever date, or if it's in transit, like when we have cargo open back up, it would say, it might say in transit or being shelved or something like that. But right now it says nonfiction, and that means that it is currently sitting on the shelf available for checkout. That's what that means. Let me go down here a little bit. So you can see right here, if there are available copies or copies available at the St. Clairsville Public Library website. And all of these say that they have at least 1 or maybe 2 of them. Go down a little bit further and we're going to get to the copies of Toy Story. So Toy Story 3 on DVD, it says no copies available at St. Clairsville Public Library. Click on the title for edition availability or to place a hold. Now, it says no copies, but earlier I told you that we were searching specifically at the St. Clairsville Public Library. Now, that doesn't make any sense, right? Because this is supposed to be here, but it says there are no copies available. That means that we do own a copy, and it is you can check it out, but it's not available right now because somebody else has it. So if we go to the same section, in status, it says due June 5th of 2020. That's why I wanted to show you that, because if it had said juvenile or movies or films or whatever else, that would mean it's available for pickup. Let me click right here to know exactly what it would say. So right here it says juvenile movie. So that one means it's available. You can check it out right now. This one means that if it had said juvenile movie, you could check it out right now. It says due June 5th, 2020. So, ergo, it is not available. Somebody else has it checked out. So that's why that's important, just so you understand what that means. Let's say that that's just what that means, is that it's then that's when it's going to be due, and you should be able to maybe find it after that. You can also place a hold on it so that it will you'll get it next. That's another way that works. You'll be like put on a list for getting it next. Let me go up here real quick just to show you what this looks like. And so right here I have Pickles. I'm going to change it to all libraries. And first and foremost, it definitely has ebooks and audiobooks and all that kind of good stuff. And that is a way to check and see what those are. It also tells you what resource it's through. So this is through Hoopla. This is an electronic format. It's through PDF. I don't know exactly what that means. PDF, read in browser, Kindle. That might mean it's with through Libby, Adobe EPUB, etc., etc. You can see. So if you have an account with Hoopla, you can check it out here, and then you can go and get onto your Hoopla app and find that. I'm going to change. So this is what I wanted to show you next. Once we took it off St. Clairsville Public, I don't know why it switched back to that. Let me. It's going. So right now it says St. Clairsville Public, but right now we searched all libraries. So just so you know, you're not confused about that. That doesn't mean that this is exclusively St. Clairsville Public. If we hit search again, it's going to bring it back down to that number because it switched automatically to that. So let's do all libraries again. Search Pickles. Now, here's where you can specify the search and get even more specific. On the left side here, you will see it says limit search results. So this is where you're going to be able to really pare down whatever you see available. So let's go to, right now I don't want any of these ebooks or audiobooks or anything like that. I want a physical copy of a book about pickles. So I'm going to go here. It says format. And you can see there's Blu-ray, book, book and CD, CD, DVD, paperback, picture book, video, etc. So I want book. I only want book. I can also do, I don't need paperback. What I'm going to do is hit include. This means that all of these results you see right here are books. This is physical copies of books. If I didn't want a book, I specifically did not want a book, I would do the same thing, except I would click book and hit exclude. So now it is only DVDs and ebooks and audiobooks and all that good stuff. It's interesting, it's still putting some books down. Maybe that's because I didn't count out books and CDs. So if you ever want to get rid of some of the search result or the limit parameters, go where it says narrowed by and hit that X and it'll get rid of it for you. Let's go back to just books, include, because I specifically want that. And then from here, you can get it more and more specific. So I want only adult. I don't really care about kids books or teen books about pickles. I'm looking to pickle some objects. So I'm going to click include because I only want adult books. I don't have any preference over the author, but if I did, I could include it there like that. If I had a preference over when it was published, I could include a specific one or exclude a specific one if I knew a book was published at a certain time. If I wanted a special series, I could do that. Subject. So this is where I want to search a little bit. Subject. I want it to be about canning and preserving. So I'm going to do both of those. I'm going to do community cookbooks, cooking, and then fermented foods. So right here you saw that it was 362. And then I'm going to click include on these. And then it bumped it right down to 122. So these are all physical copies of books you can get from different libraries. But you'll see here, so let's go to this one, Pickles and Preserves by Andrea Weigel. So right here it says no copies available at St. Clairsville Public Library. If I click on it, you can see that it is at these different libraries here, which means that at the current moment with the library closed, I cannot get it, and with cargo closed specifically with cargo closed. That means I cannot get it. That's why it's important that that I kind of search through St. Clairsville Public specifically. But let me show you. So that's that. That is the way to specify these searches a bit. Now, I want to show you as well. I'm going to exit out of these. I specifically wanted to look through a kids catalog. I want to find kids books about pickles. I don't really want to spend the time looking through other stuff. It's going to automatically stick on that one, just so you know. See, and you have stuff like Pickles to Pittsburgh and Decorating for Christmas and Hold the Pickles. But as you'll notice, see right here, this is a DVD of the book Pickles to Pittsburgh. This is at the Washington County Public Library. This is not at ours. I cannot get a copy of this. That is really unfortunate because I want to browse through these results, but I want to make sure it's something that I can go and pick up right now. What you can do is if you go to this limit search results, down at the bottom, you can pick which libraries it goes to. So if I'm going to go here and click View All and scroll all the way down to St. Clairsville Public Library, I'm going to click the box to get a check, click Include, and then 16 results found. It is specifically kids catalog books found at the St. Clairsville Public Library. I do not have to worry about having to check out from a different library. So that's really helpful for that. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the regular search about pickles, and I'm going to show you how to place a hold. So this is going to be good for if you want to take advantage of curbside and you have you're searching through the card catalog here and you want to place a book on hold and go pick it up. It is super straightforward. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this book. I want this one right here by Linda Brown, Preserve It. Bottled fruits, jams and jellies, pickles, cured meats. All I'm going to do is hit place hold. They didn't ask for bar or barcode. This is for your library card. So I'm going to put in my library card number, and then I'm going to put in my PIN number, and then log in, and then it's going to place a hold for me, and it says the title and the pickup library. If you live in an area that has a few different ones, like this one has like the Barnesville Hutton Memorial Library, or like the Bridgeport Branch Library, you can maybe put at a different one. But I'm going to do it at the St. Clairsville Public Library. This is especially good for if you are going to get a book from a different library. The pickup location means like that's where they would ship it to. This is just the one here at the library. I'm going to place the hold on that. And now I have that book on hold. There's one hold available. So yeah, that's that. Now, it is checked in under my account. So this is where you can look at your different information, look at your different what you have on hold, your different books, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to click, I want to see what books I have on hold, what books I have checked out, etc., etc. Maybe I want to manage some of those holds, I want to get rid of some or suspend them. I'm going to click my account. It's going to pull up my personal information here. I have it blurred out so you can't see it. I don't want you to know where I live. And it is going to, so right here on the right side, you can see how many checkouts I have. I have 6 digital checkouts. I have 1 physical library checkout. I have 2 digital holds and 1 library hold. That's a physical book. And I have 0 fines accrued at the moment. This is your information. So it's going to have your address, your email, and your phone. If you wanted to change your PIN, you would go here. And then you can write in your current PIN and then confirm your new PIN. Preferences, this isn't preferences for searching or books or anything like that. This is merely for your account right here. So you can have your default language. We only have English and Spanish as an option, but you can change your default account tab. So right now it's personal information. You can change to any of these, etc., etc. Default holds view. So when I go to holds, you'll see that. So that's just kind of what it's talking about. Now let's look at checkouts. These are the books I have checked out right now. Right now it opened up automatically to library checkouts. This is a book I have checked out right now. Digital checkouts. This is what I have checked out under on the different accounts. You can check the format. You have Hoopla. You have ebook Overdrive. This is Overdrive as well. I mean, it's Libby, etc., etc. These are the holds I have. This is the one I just placed right here. So yeah, that's where that is. Digital holds. This is the stuff I have on hold, and it tells me the place I am in line with it. So that's that. Fines. If I had fines, it would be here, the accruing fines and the payment history. So that is that. Let me show you this right now. Just to show you this book. If I had this checked out, or I had this on hold, I mean, and I'm waiting for it, or I decide that I don't want it yet, I want to suspend the hold, I would check right here in this box, and then hit edit and suspend holds, and then when do you want the selected holds to be suspended, and I'd put the start date and the end date, and then I would hit suspend. Right now I hit cancel because I don't want to do that, but you can also edit the pickup location, or you can cancel the hold. And it's just going to be this simple. I decide I don't actually want that book. Okay to cancel the selected holds? Yes. Now it's gone. I don't have to worry about that at all anymore. So that's that. If I'm going to hit log out. If you wanted to just look at that information, you didn't want to have to do all that stuff where you didn't want to have to do all that stuff where you actually hit check out a book, all that. You can just hit my account, put in your information. It'll take you to that page we had before. If you want to access this page, you actually just go over here to this where it says home. This would pull this up, and you can sign up for a library card, look at the kids catalog, all that good stuff. And so there's more information for that. But I just wanted to show you all, especially how to place holds on books and how to access your account and how to navigate the card catalog. One last thing before I go. If I have a search open up and I just kind of like walk away from the computer, it's going to reset it. So that's something to be careful of. You don't want to walk away. If you walk away and you go like make a coffee or something, you drink your coffee, eat your breakfast, and you come back, it could be reset. So just so you're aware of that. You can't also open up these in new tabs. If you click open link to new tab, it's going to open up the search results. So instead of opening up this page right here, so it doesn't open up the specific information. So that's all that is. Just wanted to share that with you. That's all I have right now for showing you the card catalog. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that tech talk. I hope that maybe now you have a little bit better understanding of how to use the card catalog and how to place a hold and all that good stuff. Definitely take advantage of it for curbside pickup. You can browse through the books and movies and stuff we have, and you can see if they're available through the card catalog. And that way you can check out specific books without having to come into the library. So hopefully you'll take advantage of that. Please take advantage of some of our other services going on. Like I mentioned at the beginning, we have curbside pickup. Just talked about that. We also have digital resources. We also have the COVID-19 History Project. We also have a web chat available as well. If you have any questions and you're on our website, you can just go down to that bottom right corner where I showed you that, and you can just type up a little question, send it to us, we'll answer it. Join me again on next Wednesday for another one of these talks. Keep an eye out on Friday at noon for a live video that we'll be doing then. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in. I really, really hope to catch you next time. See ya.